G'day, welcome back to Fading Margins. Well, what's about to follow is a bit of a departure for the channel. It's an automotive, specifically. It's a motorcycle video. Not one of those grandiose ones where you see the guy riding here, there, and everywhere. It's going to be a little ugly video on how I set about fitting specifically a FuelX Lite to my Himalayan 2022 Royal Enfield Himalayan. And the reason I made it was because what is a FuelX Lite, first of all? Well, it's a fuel augmentation system. It's basically piggybacks on the control unit of the motorbike and tells it what to do. It tells it in terms of optimizing fuel and performance. Gone are the days when you just, if you fit a free breathing exhaust or make any changes to your bike, you just fiddle around with the carburettors, up jet slightly, move the needle, and you're golden. These days, it's all black boxes and cables and wires, plugging this in here and routing it there and taking off tanks and connectors. And, it's a brave new world out there, guys. It really is. I mean, when I was growing up, one of my heroes, Jack Absalom, used to famously say, it's either fuel or it's spark. And he was probably right in the vast majority of cases. If you had fuel and you have spark, it'll run. It might not run pretty, but it'll run. These days, it could be any number of things, and as a lay person, you're never going to find it. Anyway, so I fitted this thing. I came up with what I think is a novel place of putting it in terms of on the machine, because there's not a lot of room, because there's lots of other cables doing lots of other things. So that's what the video is about. So if you're hoping for bushcraft or stoves or any of that sort of stuff, forget it. It doesn't. You may see them in the background. You will see a Victorinox with Simon knife, as I showed you in the short recently. There's always one kicking around doing good service. So with no further ado, here we go. Fitting a FuelX Lite to a 2022 Euro 5 Royal Enfield Himalayan. Talk to you soon. Bye. Video log of the fitting of the FuelX Lite. I have connected the lambda sensor to the FuelX and the FuelX to the CDU somewhere, and I've tucked it up under there and put a clip on it. I've replaced the outer for this because it was shitty, and put a bit of silicone tape on that. Okay, on this side, coming over here now, I have wrapped the spare FuelX doodads in a piece of bicycle lint tube, and then wrapped that in silicone, tucked it up under this little piece of loom, and then just follows the loom back through here. Where am I? There. Alright, comes out top of the loom, under here, over the frame, along here, tucked under there. That's here. Or is it? There's the socket, wide into the negative, and I've taken off the document case and I've tucked that there. I will fix that as soon as I've decided that it all's going to work. And that's it, really. I've got to put the side covers back on. Don't know why I took them off, really. A bit of a flap. And we should be good. Right. Alright. After a complete mare of getting the tank back on and dropping one of the washers off the bottom of here down into the guts of the machine and having to pull it all off again, finally got it set up. You've seen the routing comes through here. There's the socket, there's the earth wire going to the terminal, there's the FuelX, sands the door to the bracket, and it's held in place by a bit of double-sided Velcro tape, thus. Alright, so side cover's on. Let's have a test. Fuel pump's happy. Fuel gauge just come to life. Okay, let's fire up. So it's been a bit of a drama. It's not been without drama, that's for sure. The tank is a complete pig to get on and off. Not a complete pig, I mean, I've had worse. But, it's modern technology. You have to have a fuel pump, you have to have a plug for the fuel pump, you have to fuel gauge, you have to plug for fuel gauge, you have to have breathers because Lord knows, God forbid, a little bit of fuel evaporate out of the tank or something. So you have all that rigmarole going on. That was the worst part of it. And the fact that a lot of my connectors were covered in some sort of dreadful, hard, brittle black shit that sealed everything up, and you had to sort of break all that off before you could work out how to undo them. And some of the cables were sort of, particularly the fuel gauge cable was too tightly tethered, so you had to sort of sort that out. Apart from that, it's gone together pretty well. I'm pretty happy. I was delighted to be able to find a place somewhere to put it because, frankly, there's not much room under the seat. Once you go for technology, you've got to have lots of cables. Lots of cables take up a lot of room. There we go. This is Steve from Fading Margins. Something a bit out of the blue. I hope this helps, and I'll catch you soon. Bye now.